4 Church Horror Stories. Story 1. The Haunting of St. Mary's, Unholy Confinement. St. Mary's Church was a serene place during the day, but when night fell, it transformed into something sinister. My friend Sarah and I decided to spend the night there, lured by tales of strange occurrences. As the clock struck midnight, an eerie coldness settled in. Candles flickered without a breeze, casting eerie shadows. We heard faint whispers and saw a spectral figure in the pews. Terrified, we attempted to leave, but the heavy church doors wouldn't budge. The figure drew nearer, revealing a face twisted in agony. It whispered a chilling message, "Release me." Panic surged as we realized it was a tormented soul, trapped within the church's walls. With trembling hands, we found an ancient prayer book and began a desperate exorcism. The figure shrieked, and the temperature dropped further. After what felt like hours, the doors finally swung open, and the apparition vanished into the night. We never returned to St. Mary's, haunted by the memory of that unholy confinement.
Story 2. The Cursed Bell, Tolling from the Grave. St. John's Church was known for its imposing bell tower, which had stood for centuries. Legend had it that the bell was cursed, with a toll that foretold death. My curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to investigate. One stormy night, I climbed the bell tower with my friend David. We found an old diary revealing that the bell had tolled on the night of tragic events in the town's history. As we read, the church bells below began to toll, their mournful sound echoing through the night. Suddenly, the air grew icy, and the diary pages flipped wildly. We heard agonized cries and saw the ghostly figures of those who had perished during the tragedies. The cursed bell was summoning the spirits of the past. Panicked, we rushed to escape the tower, but the door slammed shut, trapping us. The spectral figures approached, and the bell tolled louder, its mournful peal echoing with our fear. In desperation, we recited a chant from the diary, and the bell's toll grew weaker. At last, the door creaked open, and we fled the tower, vowing never to return to that cursed place. Story 3. The Possession of Father Thomas. St. Michael's Church was a tranquil haven until the day Father Thomas arrived. He had come to exorcise a malevolent spirit, rumored to haunt the church. My curiosity led me to observe the exorcism, but I had no idea what horrors awaited. As Father Thomas began the ritual, an oppressive darkness filled the church. The air grew thick, and the temperature plummeted. Father Thomas's voice trembled as he confronted the entity. Suddenly, his body contorted in unnatural ways, and his eyes turned black. In a sinister voice, he spoke of ancient curses and unspeakable deeds. The entity had possessed him. Panic swept over the congregation as they watched in terror. A group of brave parishioners and I rushed forward to help Father Thomas. We recited prayers and splashed holy water, but the entity fought back with malevolent strength. It lashed out, scratching and bruising us. After a grueling battle, Father Thomas was freed from the entity's grasp, collapsing to the floor. The entity vanished into thin air, leaving behind an atmosphere of dread. The church was forever changed, tainted by the horrors that had unfolded within its sacred walls. Father Thomas, though freed from possession, carried the scars of that night until his dying day, and I would never forget the terrifying ordeal at St. Michael's. Story 4. The Whispering Confessional. St. Agnes Church was renowned for its majestic architecture, but it concealed a dark secret, an ancient confessional booth that whispered forbidden knowledge to those who entered. I was drawn to the whispers and decided to investigate, unaware of the horrors that awaited. One moonless night, I ventured into the dimly lit church. The confessional booth loomed like a sinister sentinel. As I entered, an oppressive silence fell, broken only by the soft murmurs of the confessionals. I closed the door, and a voice, laden with malice, whispered into my ear, revealing my deepest, darkest secrets. Panic surged as the voice exposed hidden sins and shameful deeds. It knew everything. Desperation consumed me as I tried to escape, but the booth wouldn't yield. The voice grew louder, accusing and condemning. It threatened to expose my secrets to the world. In my terror, I recited a prayer of penance, begging for forgiveness and release. The confessional's hold weakened, and I burst out of the booth, gasping for air. The church fell silent once more, but I could still hear faint whispers in the shadows. The confessional had revealed my sins, but I had escaped its clutches. St. Agnes Church would forever be a place of haunting secrets, and I would carry the memory of that sinister night with me, a constant reminder of the horrors that lurked in the confessional's darkness.